Well, hi there, this is Applejanks, and I just learned something interesting about lighting lag, and I'm going to try to fix it. But in doing so, I'm also going to show you my latest designs for the crazy chicken machine, because you know I can't leave that crazy chicken machine alone. Now, I'm not going to need this many, but I'm opening up my big multiple chest thing here. And we're going to deal with the lighting issues. This is just feeding into the other chest with hoppers. That's all it is. This is the most current version of the wonderful chicken machine. Here are the refinements I put in. We now got a brake for the minecart. That's just these two powered rails. I power them again and it'll get going. The stuff underneath here is pretty much the same as it was, although I've opened up the room a little bit, and that's actually increased my lag problem. You can probably see how this is a little twitchy. This entire chunk is going to be twitchy until I fix this, what with the lighting issues. I will explain those. And up here we got a bunch of chickens that will not be killed or crushed or smothered or anything like that. This is the primer sort of feeder thing, and how it works is we've got these two half slabs there, and they are floating above the hole in the floor. You can see. Where did I have that? Ah, there it is. Got this all set up to a wiring circuit that floods or unfloods that particular scenario. So I'll turn this back on again. This stays this way, but I got that set up so that I can maintain the thing if I need to climb in here and do stuff with it. This actually works for loading chicks in. You can get eggs and throw them at the central rock in here, and the chicks will bounce off of the rock, and then they will float towards the center in the water, but they won't actually go under, which was quite a discovery. I was trying all kinds of things to make that work, and it turns out all I needed to do was have the hole in the floor for making eggs fall down in there, and then you basically place a block next to it and then put a half slab on the top of the block next to it and then get rid of the block, and then I have another half slab on top of that just so that it looks like it's a full-size block. Works just dandy. What does not work dandy is the amount of lag this is producing. Now on the bright side, now you can see what's going on inside here. You got the cart going around. It is flooding and then unflooding the area in here. You can see that I've got some baby chicks, so they haven't been drowned or anything. And the drops are being sent to that central hopper. I've also got a terrible case of lag because of the lighting stuff. The lighting stuff is not being caused by these chickens. Oh, and there's one detail in here. I've got a half slab that is next to the dispenser, because what I was finding was if the dispenser fires eggs into water, nothing happens. It's better if it fires the eggs into the half slab, at which point it can make baby chicks happen, no matter what the water's doing. Otherwise, sometimes there can be a very short window of having it be completely dry there. And then over here we can see the piston, which is what squishes the chickens when there get to be enough of them that they get pushed out that way. And again, the piston will squish the chickens and they will go splat, but they don't go out to the side. Instead, what happens when you squish the chickens is half the time they'll go up. And that's the whole reason I had to set up this water thing here. Is chickens will get crushed by this piston there, and then bits of feather and raw chicken will fly everywhere, and it will go up through the roof, and it will land in this water, and it will go to the hole, and then it will wind up going into the system after all. So that solves that problem. As we can see, we've been generating a certain amount of chickens, although I can probably ramp it up by throwing some more eggs up and top there, and then just having more chickens loading the system. But first, here's where the lag is coming from. I just inadvertently made it worse by opening up this room. This is what makes lag. When these things are blinking on and off, like the repeater blinking on and off, or I can have it cranking up even faster, it would just make the lag just beastly. Because every time the repeater goes on and off, and every time every torch goes on and off, Minecraft is calculating every error block until it hits a wall or glowstone. Now what I'm going to try to demonstrate here is that you do not actually need to use glowstone to encapsulate stuff. You just have to encapsulate stuff in order to make the lag go away. The repeater going on and off is changing the light levels of adjacent blocks. Every torch in this ladder is changing the light levels as they go on and off. And I've got the smooth stone here. So what we're going to do is just begin sealing this whole scenario up. Now this little area can no longer send light outwards anywhere. It doesn't care about the redstone going out, but since I can't actually block the repeater off by putting a slab directly on top of it, I just got to encapsulate it. And that's done like this. I can't actually seal it off perfectly, but bits of it I can. Like when I close this one, that torch will be completely encapsulated. The repeater, no, the repeater will still reach out a little bit, but boom, that torch is now encapsulated. Not only that, now I can do this one. That doesn't change the light coming out from this little hole here, but it does help by sealing off this guy. And so on and so forth. Now this entire area is sealed off from the flashing lights. Lights can't get out anymore. It's a pity because flashing lights are fun. You like flashing lights. But flashing lights are just the worst possible thing as far as lag is concerned. So what we're doing is restraining the lag situation. And we'll do that by sealing the entire thing up. Now I can't seal that. But I can seal the light in. By going there. Boy, you sure have a lot of... Oh! That got me a miscalculation. This thing is no longer being powered. Huh. Well, we'll soon fix that. I got any glowstone or redstone on me, but I soon shall. Just as soon as I eradicate this dumb fella. Thank you. We'll deal with them momentarily. I've been working on the other things, and that's letting some guys in, so... I'm going to close myself in case the zombies come after me. Now here's what I'm going to do. See, now that's bad lag, but that's because all of these redstone torches are flashing on and off. I'm going to do a little routine here where the active circuitry is on cobblestone, and then the smooth stone is the stuff that you can do stuff with. There. And now that one's working. And this one ain't. Oh dear. What are we gonna do? Well, this is an interesting conundrum. That ain't gonna work. We're gonna... grab a block from there. Don't need to worry about putting that back just yet. I'm gonna grab that dust. Then I'm gonna put this block here. And that didn't do squat. Okay. Well, now. Okay, so the reason this is the way it is because I'm operating... Here's an idea. I need to power this block. That torch only powers this block, and it doesn't actually care that this one's there, so what I'm going to do is it's my silk touch thing. I don't need to use that right now. I'm gonna put that guy there. Got loads of space for operating this. And there, now we got them both working. Back to our original plan. This thing got full up with feathers. Here, now I can put that in there. Now it's going to be more important encapsulating these redstone torches. Let me see whether I can get a decent result out of this pretty quick. got that there. Now those redstone torches are sealed up. And that one needs to be sealed off. Now we got no torches, but we've got one repeater still in here. And we can't put nothing there, but we can put something here. Gotta let it get up over that there, but these are fair game. And we're beginning to see slightly better frame rate already, I think. Can't put one there, but I can put one here. And I can put one here. Hoppers, these are going to be semi-transparent blocks. Can't do anything about these because... Do I have a... Not so much, no. That's not going to be that big of a deal because that's just going on and off. It's covering a big area. Maybe I should do something about it, but it's still just going on and off. Yeah, that's going to be dark, and let's make sure this still works. It does. So that's sealed off, and let's see. I can still see some light coming from there. I'm wondering if I can see the torches through here. Yeah, I can see the repeater going on and off. But this area is fair game. So, we'll encapsulate that. Now, that whole ladder of torches is sealed off. You can walk through here. That's sealed off. I can get rid of those and... Oop. Give me that back. Get rid of those so I can just walk up here. I'll come out through here. And this is starting to look a little bit more timely. We're just sealing everything off like crazy. Sealing it all up. And the more that we do, the less slag we're getting. Although there is still a certain amount. Can't put a block there, but I can put one here. I can put one here. Ah, hi there. You're a flashing block, aren't you? You know what? Might make it a little more difficult to get through here, but this can be fixed, like so. There. Now that entire thing of flashing redstone torches is sealed up. That one's sealed up. The repeater is semi-sealed up, and the repeater up here is probably not sealed up. Oh no. But that can be sealed up. So can that. guess I can put a torch there. And all that, I got redstone on this, so I can't seal this up. And this is still a little bogged, but the insides of this machine are now a little less laggy than they were. That means we're going to get a little more responsiveness than we had. And I think I'm feeling it. Again, chickens are laggy, all these things are laggy, there's a lot of stuff going on. But what was going down there in the redstone control room turned out to be a pretty big deal as far as the lag is concerned. And having fixed that, things I think are a little bit perkier than they were. Meanwhile, I'm not sure if we got any more. Let's see if we can load this up a little bit more. Here's how you load this device up. Just grab a bunch of eggs, keeping an eye out for monsters. Got that to sort out. Just climb up here. Have a little snack. And you just throw the eggs at these little rocks. I'm trying to gauge whether or not I got any traction out of that encapsulating thing. It might not have worked. I don't know. It seemed to me that it should work, but now the question that remains, and if I want to I can go back and do this over again, all of the smooth stone blocks I just placed are not part of the circuit. So I should be able to, for instance, I'm just placing this one here. This seals off that part of the light from the comparators. If I wanted to go through and replace all of this with well, that was derpy. If I wanted to go through and replace all of these with glowstone, first I'd have to go get a bunch of glowstone, because I don't got any at the moment. And secondly, I just have to go through and get all of the smooth stone blocks, and the cobblestone blocks are the ones I'm using as part of the circuit. Apart from these ones, they don't count. I haven't replaced all those guys yet. Now, my speculation at the moment is this. It's possible that the working on removing the lag, it might have done some good and it might not have, because it's a question about whether you can make the thing stop thinking about whether it's updating the lighting by blocking it off with stone, which means that the lighting is not changing, but that doesn't guarantee that it's not looking. It might be going and taking the torches, turning the torches on, and going until the lighting is overridden by other lighting. I don't know. If that was the case, then maybe spamming torches around might do something. I really couldn't tell you. Glowstone is the ideal thing for this, as everybody knows, because not only is it a block that is light, but it's also a block that blocks light. But yeah, this is going to be a situation of working out how you make Minecraft stop looking for whether it's going to update an error block. Because what causes the lag is when a torch goes on or off and it starts looking through all of the adjacent error blocks, which in a room this size is pretty big, to see whether or not it's going to change the light levels. I thought I was going to fix that up by blocking off the output of the light, but I might have just changed, it might still be checking all of these air blocks. So that remains to be seen. I'll have to work that one out. I have a feeling like I'm getting better frame rates than I had been. It's just that I'd like to see them be even better, and I'm not sure whether that's going to happen. At the same time, I got a feeling that this is a little bit... See, some of this... I got darker areas here, and that's a little bit more twitchy, but if I jump up here, point this way, it seems to be less lagged. So it becomes a big question of whether or not spamming torches like a madman all in any place that might seem as if it's a little bit dark. Just getting all the light levels to where they're beyond reproach, and Minecraft just gives up even thinking about whether it's going to be dark or not. It's a thought. See, now that's all a dark little area there. What we're doing is just ridiculously going through and throwing torches on absolutely everything to see whether we can get it to wake up and not be pokey. It feels as if light is getting out, and what we're doing is taking every possible block that exists that might be dark and throwing a torch so that if light goes into the block represented by the space, there's a torch there, and Minecraft goes, oh, there's a torch here, I no longer need to check whether the lighting is going to be an issue. And damned if it ain't maybe working. Certainly feels a little bit like anybody comes down here, they're going to laugh at me. Like, oh, are you afraid of the dark? Look at all your torches. I'm out of torches. I have spammed up the torches until there are none left. And one more to stick in this little hole here. Actually, what am I thinking? I need a torch there. Need blocks there. Interesting. Alrighty. Now we are inside this machine that was completely jammed full of redstone. And although I'm getting stuck in this little block, this is not as pokey as it might have been. So clearly I still got a area here and there. Essentially, if I basically fill everything with torches, every possible space with torches, here I got my chickens. I think one thing that happens is if your field of view goes down to where it could conceivably be containing that empty space, Minecraft might be going through and trying to calculate everything that could come through, especially if there's transparent blocks, like the ones in the floor there that have torches underneath them that are illuminating this area so that mobs don't spawn inside it. That is causing Minecraft to need to care what lighting levels that buried. I'm looking through a pane of glass here, and then I'm looking through a glass floor, and then I'm looking through a little portal with a torch underneath it, and then I'm looking through that down into that machine room, which had been filled with redstone things. This is where lag comes from. Is this crazy amount of blocks that are having to be calculated for every little update. I'm gonna do one more thing. Or I would do one more thing if it was convenient. Well, no time like the present. Here's my flash crap. And there is my redstone repeater. I'm going to slow it down one. And then seal it back up again. That's starting to look almost smooth. See, not only did I just fix all of that stuff with the torches, but I just slowed down the whole clock so that it's updating all of those torches and all of those redstone parts less frequently. Which is probably fine, because I don't think it needs to fire at full tilt bozo. And, yeah, I can see this chicken's moving, and they seem to be going about as well as I could expect. I can sweep around here and run around, look at the machine. Point down here where it's going to have to calculate all of this area underneath. That's really what's getting me, is the fact that I have these floor lighting systems that are transparent blocks. When those are open to the machine room underneath, and the machine room has flashing redstone in it, that is going to be a world of hurt. But it's not as much of a world of hurt now, even though I still have the same problem of those glass blocks there. I guess one possible redesign would be trying to put torches on the insides of... make these stop being glass blocks and put torches on the inside of them so that I could seal up the floor, and then you could not see through to underneath there. Either that or just block off those so that they don't open through to the machine room. And that would be done like so. Can't do it for that one though. But if I took all of these Sealed them up like that. That torch is now sealed off. You can't see through it. I also have some... See, now I won't need you if you're just a solid blank wall. And I probably need you, but I can put a torch there. That can be closed up, but I can't actually close this up, so I needn't worry about that so much. Yes, that might be more of a problem than I thought. But this would be the process of blocking off the light from these. I do not know how Minecraft calculates this. Guess I can calculate the entire damn thing. That might work, right? You see what I'm doing? So I'm just sealing off all of these torches. And it won't be all of them, but I'm doing a bunch. Get through there. The process of sealing these things up where possible, like this and this. I'll just hope that you saw what was going on in here before I filled the entire place in with stone. Let's see, where's some more blank spaces? Dash through here. Let's see. Won't be able to get through there once I got there. Won't be able to get through here once I got that. But this process of blocking it off from above and there, see, I can do that. Back off a little bit, I can do that guy. This is going to make this machine not as much fun to maintain. But as you can see, I am capable of sealing up the areas where you can see in from above. There's another. Here's another. This is going to be a solid block of stone by the time I'm finished with it. Let's see, what else we got? Nothing so much there. That's all taken care of. Gotta get this guy here. That does that one, and then step back a little bit and get that there. One thing about this, by the way, is that I can tell the fewer air blocks it has to check, whatever it's making it check him, the less of a problem I will have. So simply running around filling up air blocks and encapsulating everything with stone is not a bad idea lag-wise. I can just sort of make mental note, like dig through lots of smooth stone in order to fix anything. And up we go. And I gotta say, that does look a little bit smoother even so. I can see those chickens flapping their wings, and I think I see a little bit of yeah. Now I'm looking right down at that area. The lights are still there, but we're getting less lag. You can skip back to the beginning of this video to see what kind of lag I was getting and compare it to what we're seeing now. And I do believe that this filling everything up with stone pit is not half bad. We got our machine busily running away, and a whole mess of chickens. And yeah, this ought to work. Alrighty. So as far as minimizing lag on your multiplayer server, such as Wolfden here, so that you can have your big crazy chicken farm and not clobber things too bad, that should help. So anytime you got a lot of flashing clocks and stuff like that, bear this kind of thing in mind. It might save you some lag. And this has been another glimpse of Return to the Sun of Final Chicken. I'm going to have to keep making funky names for it because this is another stage beyond even that. So it's like Return of the long estranged nephew of the son of Final Chicken or something. This part of it just got made more maintainable, and I just made the guts of it way less maintainable. But with a bit of luck, it'll work. Oh, one more thing. This is going to be all kinds of amusing. Okay. Remember how there used to be redstone in here? Oh, lordy. Okay. See how I've got this, and I had to make this repeater go so that it was powering this, and then it was also powering this. I had a separate clock in here. It was a separate repeater running on a different time scale, and it kept stopping because it would get stopped where half of it was on and half of it was off. What I ended up doing was running a wire from this other repeater over here which wasn't stopping, and the place where it was stopping was in here somewhere. There was a repeater right here, and it would just get stopped there, so there must be a chunk boundary around here or something like that. And running the wire in this way meant that the repeater in there did not have to get blocked off. Crazy thing. I'm going to have to refer to the video before I filled everything in if I need to repair everything, find out where it all was and what it all meant. Although I can always remember that I filled it in with smooth stone, so smooth stone is not part of any of the redstone circuitry. I'm going to run out of here like the devil was after me. And run back into my little house. Oh, it closes itself, it's fine. And I believe I have just helped the lag situation here at home. That's a nice thing. Alrighty. See y'all later.